I told you yesterday or the day before about a pastor that went over to South Africa, and it was being reported that he was kidnapped while there in his church. He was up preaching the word, and according to the story, they went in there and snatched him and ran off with him. Fox reported that a kidnapped American pastor was rescued in South Africa following a deadly shootout at a house in the country's Eastern Cape, Providence. Official announced on Wednesday. Watch this from Fox News.
To get you to this story, a dramatic rescue. An American pastor kidnapped in South Africa, set free by police in a wild shootout. And Jonathan Seri has these details for us. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi there, Dana. A South African police unit known as Hawk says it received tips that the pastor was being held at a safe house in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. Police say when they arrived at the home, several suspects opened fire from a car parked outside. Police describe what followed as a high-intensity shootout.
The team tactically responded and managed to neutralize the suspects, and the 3 of those suspects were fatally wounded. The victim was recovered inside the vehicle and medically checked and was unharmed.
Josh Sullivan was kidnapped from a prayer meeting last Thursday. Witnesses say several armed masked men entered his church in Eastern Cape and asked for him by name. Sullivan, who's from Maryville, Tennessee, moved to South Africa with his wife and kids in 2018. The pastor who trained him says the couple and another missionary had previously been robbed.
You know, it's a dangerous place. And they were aware of that, but they love the coastal people. And again, they wanted to get the gospel to them.
And the pastor's home church in Tennessee posted on Facebook one word: hallelujah.
Amazing. The white people love to go over to other parts of the world and save the blacks. And this is what you got. Can you imagine up in the pulpit preaching and praising the Lord, and some black people run in there and kidnap you for money? According to the story, a bunch of black people up in that church. What's up? He had to go all the way to Africa to preach the word. In the beginning, there was the word, putting his life at risk for no reason other than ego reason. Here's an image of the pastor and the family from the Daily Mail. That's
them in the middle, with the unblurred faces, I believe.
That little black baby's her.
You said what?
That little black baby sitting on her lap. That's her baby.
I don't know about that.
Huh?
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's her family, the black baby on her lap. I'm personally not sure. I don't know what's going on here, but it says, I love you.
Black people standing behind those are children too. They're telling me, yeah, they are.
Like adopted or something?
What?
What the?
My producer told me that, yeah, they and all the family photos that he see. It remind me of the black, this white judge here in the U.S. Supreme Court, this black woman, the one that Trump recommended. She got a black child.
Amy Coney Barrett.
That's her name?
Yeah.
I remember when the George Floyd thing happened. Oh, Lord. And she was up there talking about, oh, I felt for my black child or children. I don't know how many she has. I felt, how would they feel with that happening to George Floyd? I think she has 2 of them. Like Trump, she has 2 little black children and a couple of white children by her with her husband. I'm like, Trump, don't you let this woman is a nutcase. She's not a conservative. And lo and behold, the misery that human beings bring upon one another is mind-blowing. But they're bringing it upon you because it's happening in them. You can be free, folks. You have been bought and paid for in full. Receipt settled. Why not be free? Why do you want to hold on to your misery, fears, your anxiety, your loneliness, your depression? So many people tell me now in counseling and everywhere else I go, that they have all these major suicidal thoughts. Why would you want to live that way? Something is telling you to kill yourself, and you think it's you. I told myself I'm going to commit suicide. Who are you saying that to? If it's you saying it.